On this wonderful session on cloud computing, right? And I thanks to my very dear friend Dr. Meenakshi who invited us to talk about cloud, which is a buzzword in the market, and a lot of people are talking a lot of things. What would be the future? What is the current status of cloud, right? And how we can make a dent in this cloud world? And how are you being a student and who just going to pass out from this university, and what is the future you are carrying for cloud in the corporate world, right? So we'll talk about gradually on this. Firstly, let me introduce our organization. So I represent 3A Learning Solutions, which is a learning solution company. As the name suggests itself, we started last year the same time, and in such a short span of time we have done an incredible job. So we feel blessed, and your kind of people are there with us so that we could just complete this 1 year journey in a successful manner, right? So 3A Learning was started with the vision that we want to spread the IT education not only in India, but yes, that's India where IT is something which is again a big word, right? The people are still not aware there is an IT, there is an hardware, there is a computer. So we want to reach out to each and every mass in India, right? So we started with this vision, and now we are going. In last 1 year, we did business with the corporate world to understand what is a corporate, what they talk about, what is the IT education. So an overall scenario we could understand in last 1 year. Now next year focus would be more of retail, because we see India is a big market when we talk about retail business. When we say corporate, so corporate is still okay, right? So we can't create a sustainable model. That's what we realized in last 1 year time. So that's how in our initiative of Campus Connect program, first time we are here with IFTM University, right? So this was my dream to be with student fraternity since I completed my college. I had a great time in my college days, and everybody is enjoy this time. Everybody miss those days when you bunk classes, go for hangouts, friends, girlfriends, right? Everybody had that kind of phases in life. So now when you get out of college, then it's a jittery. You get panic. And as per research, as per Gartner research, and most of the companies are doing a lot of research about employability, and we see out of BTech, total production of BTech guys in Indian market, we see around 3 lakh something, if I'm not wrong, right? And we talk about employability, hardly 10%, buddy. Hardly 10%. It's very silly situation, I would say, because we being a part of great Indian education system. So I don't feel offensive. Faculty, you are doing great job. You people are doing great job. There is no fault of. But yes, when we talk about UGC and other governing bodies, they are not making the pace in their curriculum design, right? When we talk about cloud, big data, data science, IoT, you might have aware, you being in the technologist, right? So Internet of Things, we talk about artificial intelligence, we are talking about now. The companies like Infosys are struggling. TCS per se, they are doing good, but still they need to thought of more about cloud. IBM fully gone on cloud. In last 1 year, they are removing a lot of resources. They are full time and they are going on cloud. They are asked to do a lot of certification. So we just thought to start with cloud only, right? Cloud, again, as per Gartner research, would be a $90 billion industry. Cloud services is going to fetch big money out of this space. By 2019, as Gartner says, we will be sitting on $90 billion turnover out of cloud services only. The future lies with India. Reason why? We have a lot of banking and financial services in our country, and PM Modi is talking about a lot of financial inclusion. To start with, financial inclusion is something which everybody has to have a bank account, right? So banking is something which is very sensitive. Your money is lying with banks, very sensitive matter. So how they make sure that your money is lying in secure hands, there is no risk as such. To mitigate that risk, IT is working very closely with all this banking infrastructure. So you see, you have an access of internet banking, and you have password anytime, anywhere banking. We talk about mobile wallet, Paytm, Flipkart, Snapdeal, blah blah. They're talking about all this mobile wallet. Are you aware about mobile wallet, right? What do you understand by the term mobile wallet? Right. So it's something which you are carrying in your pocket, and anytime, anywhere you can pay out for your different services online. You can buy, you can procure cash, you can share cash with someone else. So that's called mobile wallet. Companies are spending huge amount to be there in that space. So I was talking about risk. So risk, which is related to directly proportional to your IT, your banking. To mitigate that risk, we need a lot of services which we talk about, as a security risk for IT. We have a lot of program. We are going to launch a lot of program around security. We are going to launch a lot of program around data analytics, because when we talk about big data, so when there are a lot of transaction happening on banking, right? So big data is something which comes into picture. So when you have a lot of data and you have to work around the data, you have to do a lot of analysis, a lot of scientifically. You have to change, you have to retain, you have to you do so many things with the data. So you can play around with the data. So that this term is called big data, right? When you have huge data, you have to analyze the data. A lot of Hadoop, Splunk, there are a lot of technology. We talk about all these technologies, right? So we are coming around all these big technologies, which are emerging technologies globally, and they have future. So future are rising with your cloud, big data, data science, intelligence, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things. So we will talk about for next 2 years. Our plan is to reach out to every part of our country. We will be there as a visibility factor for our offering, right? So we will reach out to every state, and we have already find out which university and which college we need to be there. We'll talk about all these technologies, and this is not something we want to earn money out of them. But yes, for to take it forward for an expansion, we are talking a lot of things, and a lot of logistic arrangement we need to do. We need to pay out our staff, we need to pay out to our faculties, and we need to pay out to our content developers. So we need money. Not that big money. We are not here to make money, because education we say is a charitable business. So yes, we totally agree. We are with you guys. You are not earning any money. We don't want to earn any money, but yes, we want that much of money so that we could maintain our pace. So 3-year learning is with that vision, and we will not stay back, that for sure, and we are very much aggressive. I had a lot of backup, and we are in touch with a lot of investors because of our vision and the kind of work we have done in past 1 year. People are very happy with this. Investors are approaching us. We might be getting round A of funding. We will be getting round A of funding very soon, and you will listen about 3-year learning, right, in future, that they got round A, round B, round C. So gone. I mean, this days are not so far for us, right? With IFTM, we thought of starting, one program is this kind of mock session with this cloud. So I have with me my expert in cloud computing. I am not the expert. I am not a techie. I am not a tech. I am afraid of engineers. You guys. But yes, I would get encouraged to talk before you guys, and so that I could get an opportunity to talk about my organization. So our company is there with you guys, starting from your BTech. You complete your courses, you complete your upgrades program on cloud and different technologies, and then we go to corporate, and we are there to help you out in corporate world as well. We'll give you that ladder, we'll give you that path, we'll give you that a career path where you could make your career with TCS, Infosys, IBM, and HP over the world, right? I think I think this was all about my organization, and now we'll talk about what we bring on the table for IFTM, right? So this is one kind of a initiative for Campus Connect. Second, we will come up with the soft skills part, because this is something again we see a lot of work needs to be done around behavioral competencies for when we say BTech. As recently I was hearing on the news, and Modi said our engineers are great in terms of technology, in terms of education of their particular domain, but when we talk about modern workspace, they are not able to go along with this work culture. I'm talking about language. I'm talking about English, which is enforced language. B, being an Indian, we have mother tongue Hindi. It's good to feel proud of Hindi speaking. I come from Hindi interline, so this is something forced language. I'm not good at English speaking, but yet this is something which is being on the table by the global arena, right? So if you work for TCS, and TCS is giving big, services to Virgin Atlantic. So that's the language is English. So you can't communicate with Hindi language. So I feel all engineers who are getting out of tier 2, tier 3 cities and they don't come from convent education, they don't have good English per se in their schooling background. So we'll come up with a program called Communication Sharpness Program, in which we talk about not only English, we talk about other foreign languages as well, because we are working in global economy, buddy, right? We are working with local world, globally local. When we work in India and we work for China, Russia, right? So these are the economies where we are serving a lot. So I think it's good to have Russian, it's good to have Chinese as a language as part of your course curriculum.